as far as science is concerned. Okay, actually in life, when you remove this word D from your dictionary, that is difficult from your dictionary, automatically many things will fall under your comfort zone here. Okay, so guys, please remove. Okay, if you have taken up my course, trust me 100%. Okay, so your dictionary will have only E's. Okay, so no D's. And I want you all from today, you might take my course, you might not take my course, but keep this point in your mind that just cross out this word called D from your mind. Okay, see, until and unless you like the subject, until and unless you feel the things easy, you cannot approach the things here. Okay, so your state of mind should be happy, your state of mind should be positive. Only then you will get to know the concept. Okay, when you attend the class with the feeling of difficulty in mind, you don't understand actually. Even if God comes and tells you about a concept, you will have doubt and you will not understand. Okay, so your state of mind should be completely clear, guys. Clear with only positive attitude. Okay, clear with only positive attitude. Before you come to my class, just you should not have this word called difficulty in your head. Your state of mind should be completely positive. You should trust me 100%. Okay, I will also trust you 100% that you are sitting with a positive mind. This is point number 1, and this is condition number 1 before you come to my class. Okay, so now onwards, no using D. Everybody, those who said D now, type easy. Okay, I don't want shortcut now. I don't want E. I want the word easy in the comment section. Everybody. Those who have typed D, everybody should type easy. I don't want shortcut E also. I want easies. I want to see only easies now. Okay, remove all your doubts, what you know, what you don't know, all your doubts you just remove, and I want to see only easy words. Very good, guys, very good. So you all are very good students. You are listening to me so nicely, right? Okay, very good, very good. Okay, very good. So now I will start. Okay, so starting in the sense, I'll not start with a particular chapter today. I'll just give you basic introduction, and I will introduce you one concept. I mean, your syllabus concept only I'm going to tell you, not outside of the textbook, nothing else. Okay, but I'm going to give you a feeling of understanding. Okay, I'm going to make you feel the beauty of science. I'm going to make you feel the essence of learning science. Okay, so I'll just teach you how actually you have to study science. Okay, so here most of you are like, okay, almost 90% of you are studying science in this format. You know which format? 90% by heart. That is mug up. Okay, so 90% is like mugging up, and 10% is like little bit of understanding, not completely understanding, trying to understand. Okay, so this is how you are studying so far, but it should become ulta. The way you approach science has to be 90% understanding. Okay, 90% have to be understanding, and only 10% has to be, I don't call it as mugging up, I will call it as memorization. Memorization in the sense like there is a particular scientist name, or there is a particular word in biology that you need to remember. Okay, so there are so many scientific names that you need to remember. You know, some part of science is there. I don't tell you like 100% it is only understanding based, because you are preparing for the board exam. You're going to write something. For that, 10% of the things you should actually remember. Okay, that is based on your remembrance capacity. Okay, so this should be the pattern of studying science, guys. Okay, so this is the wrong pattern of science. What most of the students, the research also, the current research of studying science is also says that 90% of the students, okay, so who are appearing for the board exam, who are there in board exam, are doing this. Okay, but this is completely wrong. You should adopt this from now onwards. Okay, so many are telling me voice is breaking, and one request here, your internet connection you have to see. Okay, so just check out your internet connection. From my side, everything is proper. Okay, so yes, is everything fine? Okay, so from my side, everything is fine. My team have checked it. So from your side, internet has to be pretty good, yeah. So I recommend you to recharge at least 2 GB per day data. Okay, so that much is needed to clearly see the classes. Okay, so per day 2 GB data, you all should get it done. Okay, so that is one request from my side. Okay, and no one is supposed to chat until and unless I ask you the question here. Okay, so guys, everything is proper. So let me start. So this point, did you all understand? Say okay. Until and unless I say just reply or you can chat, you are allowed to chat. Otherwise, please simply don't keep on chatting again and again. Okay, so is this point clear? Okay, so I'm getting so many okays, then everything is fine. Okay, right? So now what I will do is, okay, so the rules of the class, regulations of the class, let me discuss at the end. Okay, so now I will just show you how actually you can study science, how you can make it so easy to remember so many things. Okay, so I will be explaining few topics of chemistry are. Okay, so most of them think that the chemistry chapters, the equations we have to mug up and remember, the concepts we have to mug up and remember. No. Okay, so just observe this concept, how I am approaching it. This way you have to approach. If you approach the way I deal, you will never ever forget the concept. And the beauty is you will understand and you will love the concept in such an extent that you will automatically dig deeper, deeper, deeper. Okay. And another request is don't study for the sake of marks. If I study this much, 2 marks or 4 marks or 5 marks, no, yeah. Okay. And don't ask me a question, ma'am, this much if I study, how many mark I get? That is all bullshit. Just study for the sake of understanding. Mark is a byproduct. Okay, so here my famous saying in all my courses is mark is like byproduct. Okay, it will automatically come. You don't need to worry. The main product is understanding here. Okay, so if you study in the way of understanding a concept, automatically where will the mark go? It will come behind you. 100 mark, it will come behind you. Okay, so but if you keep mark as your focus in your mind, you will never study deeply. Okay, your study will never become complete here. Okay, so mark is just a byproduct, right? So don't keep mark in your mind and study for the sake of understanding. So now with this the 2 points, let me start the topic. Okay, so and you have so many rules to be followed in my class. So all the rules and regulations I'll be telling at the end of a class. Okay, so now just I'll approach the class. See now, though periodic table is deleted for both CBSE and SSLC, I will start with few fundamentals of periodic table where that much much is necessary, and that much will make your life more easy with 4 chapters of chemistry, that is chemical reactions, equations, acid, bases, salts, carbon compounds, metals and non-metals. See, these 4 chapters, if you want to make it easy, this much fundamental of periodic table is must and should, guys. So that is what I'm telling. See, if you know this much fundamental, you will only tell me what deeper questions that you can easily answer. That also I will show you. Okay, so how easily, how quickly you can answer some deeper aspects of metals, non-metals, carbon compounds, acid, bases and salts. Okay, fine. So now just listen to a concept, guys. I'm not even looking at your chart. Okay, so even if you chart something I can't able to see, just cool, calm, take a book and pen, sit along with me. You should copy and try to understand. So if you haven't got your book and pen, please go and get your book and pen. Okay, so if you have book and pen, say okay. Okay, so I'll just give you 10 seconds, 10 to 30 seconds of time, and just go and get your book and pen. If you already have book and pen, just say okay in the chat. Okay, okay. Kirtana says okay. Okay, Archita is okay. Pragna is okay. Nitish, Shri, Sindhu, Sandra, Prakruti, Aditi, Sham, Pavitra, Monish, Kajal, Sinchana, Hari, everything. Okay, okay. Okay, so all of you have your book and pen, right? So now I will be drawing one periodic table. Okay, how much ever is necessary for your 10th grade, that much only I am showing you. That much only, if you remember, it is more than enough. With that much information, so many things you can easily do in rest of the chapters that you actually have in your syllabus. Okay, fine. So now look over here. Your periodic table has got like something called groups and something called periods. Anyway, even if you don't know that, it is no worries. So just to draw this much basic. Okay, so this is a basic pattern of your periodic table here. What I want is, this is vertical lines. It has got so many vertical lines. Okay, so this is a vertical line 1. This is the vertical line 2. Okay, this we will call it as first group. Vertical lines are always called as groups. Okay, this much you have to know, that is enough. Okay, so this is a group 1 and this is a group 2. First group, second group. Okay, and nobody should see a chart. Okay, so just go on listening. I'm not seeing your chart, and nobody else should look into a chart. Who is typing what, who is doing what, that is none of your business. 100% your focus has to be on the concept that I'm telling you. Okay, so this is a group 1, this is a group 2, and don't worry about group 3 to group 12. That is none of our business. Okay, so now worry about 13th group, 14th group, 15th group, 16th group, 17th group, and 18th group. Okay, so like this, draw some vertical lines, and these vertical lines we are calling as groups, guys. Okay, so now let me list out certain elements in different groups that you need to remember. Okay, so coming to group number 1, here the special element hydrogen with atomic number 1. Okay, so that is a very, very special element. Okay, so next here comes, okay, so below hydrogen is our lithium that you need to remember, sodium, potassium, that much. These 3 elements, if you remember, it is enough, guys. Okay, so hydrogen with atomic number 1, lithium with atomic number 3, sodium with atomic number 11, potassium with atomic number 19. Okay, so with atomic numbers you need to know. You don't need to mug up entire periodic table. That is none of our business. How many elements that I tell you, that many elements, if you remember, your life becomes easy. Don't stress out too much in your head, guys. That is out of your question. Okay, fine. So now coming to a second group. Okay, so here comes our element beryllium, and here comes magnesium, here comes calcium. At least these three elements you remember, guys. This is fourth element, this is 12th element, and this is 20th element. Okay, so at least in the second group, remember beryllium, magnesium, calcium. Okay, so you don't need to know the other bottommost elements. Don't worry at all. Okay, so now don't worry between 3 to 12 years. Okay, so now you no need to worry. Coming to the 13th group, here is a boron with atomic number 5. Here is a aluminium with atomic number 13. These two elements. Okay, so here carbon and here silicon. Okay, here nitrogen, here phosphorus, here oxygen, here sulfur. Here this group, try to remember all in the sense fluorine, chlorine, bromine, iodine. Okay, so try to remember all of the 17th group elements, guys, for safer side as of now. Okay, so now coming to 18th group. So here, like hydrogen, no, we placed in a separate box. Likewise, here also there is a separate box in the 18th group. In that separate box, you have the element helium. Okay, so now helium is there, here neon is there, here argon is there, here krypton is there. Don't worry, till argon you remember, guys. Okay, that's it. So these are like first 20 elements I gave you, guys. Atomic number 1 hydrogen, atomic number 2 helium, atomic number 3 lithium, atomic number 4 beryllium, atomic number 5 boron, carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, chlorine, neon with atomic number 10, sodium atomic number 11, magnesium 12, aluminium, silicon, phosphorus, sulfur, chlorine, argon, potassium, calcium. This much only you remember, guys. Is there any problem to remember these many elements? Tell me. Is there any problem for anyone to remember these many elements? Yes, easy peasy. You can remember these 20 elements, in which group they come. That is what important. Where are they located? The moment I say calcium, you should know in which group it is coming, in which group they are there. Okay, so that much. This much only you remember, guys. Now you see, from this much information, see what and all we can learn. What and all magic we are doing. Okay, let's understand. Ready for the magic? Ready for the magic to solve the chemistry questions easily? If you are ready, type hooray in the comment section. If you are ready for the magic to be learned, type hooray in the comment section. Hooray! I want just happy faces. I want only celebrated faces here. Okay, I want only celebrating faces. So real Diwali is here. Okay, so the whole world is celebrating Diwali outside, but we have to celebrate Diwali in this class. Okay, so I want hoorays. Very good, very good, very good. So now understand the points one by one carefully. Okay, so one by one carefully you understand, and at the end you will realize that you can able to answer deeper questions on your own. Okay, fine. So now stop chatting. Just listen to the points one by one, guys. Yes. Point number 1. Okay, so the point number 1. You know what? The elements from group 1 to group 13 come under metals. We call them as metals. Some of them are there metalloids, but generally. Okay, so if somebody asks you which elements are metals, you no need to remember just group 1, group 2 elements, group 3, group 4 till group 13. All these guys generally come under the category metals. Okay, of course there are some exceptions here, there, metalloid and all, but now don't worry of all of them. In the higher studies, we will worry about that. But as of now, for our 10th graders, all are generally metals. Okay, now from 14th group elements, all these guys are non-metals. This is what you should know. Okay, so if I ask you magnesium, metal or non-metal, you should say it is a metal because magnesium is in second group element. When I ask you calcium, metal or non-metal, without any confusion, you have to tell it is metal because it is in the group 2 element, right? So when I ask you sulfur, metal or non-metal, you know, it is coming in the 16th group, yeah. From 14th group onwards, all these guys are non-metals. Okay, so this is point number 1 here, right? And now guys, listen. Group number one elements and group number 2 elements are most metallic. They are the most metallic. Okay, all these guys are metals only here. But if I ask you who is most metallic fellow, who is the most sharper fellow in the class, 1 or 2 we will identify, right? Like that, among all these metals, who is the sharper and active metals? In the sense, group 1 and group 2 elements are the most metallic. Okay, and now coming to this category, among all these non-metals, group 17 elements are non-metallic. Okay, most non-metallic, yeah. So group 17 elements are most non-metallic. Most non-metallic. Right? This point is clear, everyone? Say yes. Which are the most metallic, guys? Group 1 and group 2. Which are the most non-metallic, guys? Group 17. So these are the naughtiest elements in the periodic table, actually. Okay, so they are the naughtiest element, but opposite characters. They have opposite characters. In their character, they are the naughtiest. Okay, so among all the metals, the naughtiest guys are group 1 and 2. Among all the non-metals, the naughtiest guys are group 17. Okay, so now look at the concept I'm telling you. Any time in any chemical reaction. Okay, so if you consider the pure elements, okay, most metallic element. Okay, so most metallic element, okay, not the compound. So element, that means pure magnesium, pure sodium, pure potassium, pure chlorine, pure bromine, like that. Okay, so most metallic element when combines with the most non-metallic element, you know what? When two elements combine, chemical reaction happens and you will get the product as compound. You call that product as compound. You'll get some chemical compound, some molecule, and those compounds are called as ionic compounds. Okay, so this is the condition to form ionic compound, guys. Okay, so whenever most metallic element combines with the most non-metallic element, you will always get ionic compound. So this is point number 1. Is this point clear, everyone? Is this point clear? Because on this point, I am going to ask you one board question which is common model for both SSLC and CBSE. Okay, guys, are you ready for the question? Are you ready for the question? Yes? See, I am going to ask you a question on this. So the question is very simple. See, look at the question, guys. Here I will write the question. You have an element X, okay, with atomic number 19. You have an element Y with atomic number 17. Okay, when X combine with Y, you will get a compound. You will get some compound. What type of compound it is, and write the formula from metals and non-metals chapter. This can be asked as a question. Okay, see, element X with atomic number 19 is what? Potassium. Okay, element Y with atomic number 17 is what? Chlorine. Okay, potassium, most metallic category it comes. Chlorine, most non-metallic category it comes. What did I tell you? Most metallic metal, okay, most metallic element when combines with the most non-metallic element, ionic compound you get. What is the formula? KCl. And again, how do you write You no need to mug up the formula. Based on a valency, we will work. That is the fundamental you should have before learning chemistry chapters. So how to write formula, how to balance chemical equation, everything I covered in a basic video. Basic videos also I am providing in the course. Okay, in the content option. If you have purchased the course long back, you must have got access to the basic videos where I taught you how to write molecular formula and etc. Okay, so based on a valency, you will write off the molecular formula, isn't it? Okay, so this is how, see, this is a very common question asked from metals, non-metals chapter. If you have your PYQs with you, books or something, you can go and check your PYQs. This sort of questions are very common. Okay, so again they will ask you, you will get a compound to know what are its property, they will ask you. Okay, so ionic compound properties you have to tell, which I will discuss when I discuss about metals and non-metal chapter in depth. Okay, so this is how the questions can be asked. And few more tricks. Not this is just the basic version, that's it. So the major aspect is next. Okay, so are you ready for the next concept? Okay, continuation for this. Are you ready for the next point? Is this clear, everyone? Okay, is this clear? If it is clear, stay clear and ready for the next concept. Type C and R. Okay, which stands for clear with this and ready for the next. Okay, C and R you can type. Okay, so that I will tell you the next points now. Okay, very good, very good, very, very good. So now, next points here. Okay, see guys. See, now I will connect the concept to carbon compounds chapter. See, anything which is less metallic. Okay, so anything which is less metallic combines with less non-metallic element. Non-metallic element that will always form. I will erase this point here because of the lack of space. Hope you all have noted this point. So I will erase this point. Okay, so what did I tell you? Anything which is less metallic, when combines with less non-metallic element, that would form a covalent compound. Okay, so in chemistry, the every compound is categorized into two types here. Either it will be ionic compound or it will be covalent. Exact details of how ionic bond forms, how covalent bond forms, I will tell you when I deal with metals, non-metals and carbon compounds chapter. Okay, so guys understand this concept. Anything which is least metallic means in this category, and least non-metallic in the sense our 14th, 15th guys. Okay, so anything which is least metallic combines with least non-metallic, that will always form a covalent compound. Okay, and also a non-metal can combine with another non-metal. These reactions are also very common. Whenever a non-metal combines with any other non-metal, always covalent compound forms here. Always covalent compound forms. Okay, this you will study in carbon compounds chapter. More useful for understanding carbon compounds chapter here. Okay, so carbon can combine with oxygen, carbon combines with hydrogen, nitrogen, halogens, you know, non-metal combination. Okay, but suddenly people will ask me, what ma'am, what if a metal combines with a metal? Metal can never combine with another metal. No much reaction happens between a metal and metal, guys. Always remember. Okay, but reaction can happen between non-metal and non-metal to form what type of compound? Covalent compound. Is that clear? So these are the 3 points which also very important along with the first point, guys. This is like a Bible. Okay, this is like a basic aspects of chemistry that everybody should understand if you want to clearly understand and study the deeper aspects of metals, non-metals, carbon compounds and acid basis chapter. Okay, so this is the fundamental core everybody should know. Clear? Less metallic when combines with less non-metallic, always covalent compound. Less non-metal when combines with non-metal, covalent compound can be formed because they can combine by sharing of electron. Whereas metals if both have a ability to lose only, how would they combine? This is also positive value, this is also positive. Two positive values can combine or what? No, right? No, right? Positive, 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 positive can never combine. Okay, right? So that's why metal combinations are not possible. Then ma'am, negative, can they combine or what? Here, they combine by sharing electron. The different methodology they follow. Okay, so that is why non-metal can combine. They have a different methodology. But metal, they can combine only by losing electron. If both are losing, both are positive, never they can combine. Okay, so that's why metal reaction never happen. And what is covalent bond? What are the properties? All that in the carbon compound chapter I will tell you. Just remember this word covalent compound. This is a pattern. See, in chemistry, among so many molecules, they can be divided into two categories. One is a covalent, the other one is ionic. Now I told you at what condition ionic compounds are formed, at what condition covalent compounds are formed. This much basic I gave you. But here, how covalent compound formed, what is covalent bond, all that in the chapters, individual chapters I will discuss. No, I will tell you that time. Okay, is this much clear, guys? If this is clear, with this point, we are going to go little more deeper. Are you ready? If this is clear, again, you can type CR in the comment section so that I will go to the next point. Comment C and R in the comment section. Okay, very good. Very good. Okay, fine. And the recordings are available, guys. Even this video gets recorded. If you purchase the course, you can watch this video later slowly, how many hour times you want, whenever you want. Okay, so no problem. Recordings are available. Fine. So now the things that I tell you is very important. See, these things can solve many questions, and I'm showing you how it can connect to many concepts and can solve many questions. Okay, see. Now, guys, always understand any compound that contains metals. Okay, so any compound that contains metals. Okay, metal involved compound, metal having substance, okay, is always basic in nature. Okay, is always basic in nature, guys. Okay, so anything, suppose whenever a metal combines with oxygen, whatever the product that forms, that's always basic. Whenever metal combines with water, okay, whenever metal combines with anything in the nature, yeah, okay, so the so formed substances are usually basic in nature. Okay, so usually, you studied in the metals, non-metals chapter, and I think you study in the acid basis chapter also. Okay, you have metals reaction. Okay, so how many of you have already studied metals, non-metals chapter here? How many schools have taught metals, non-metals chapter here? Raise your hand. Okay, in how many schools metals, non-metal is already over? Okay, they can understand this concept better. Okay, so that's why I'm telling you. Anyway, I will also deal this, but as of now, I'm telling you. Okay, yeah. So here, most of the schools metals, non-metals chapter is done, right? So now look here. Okay, see, metals, when they combine with air means what? Oxygen. Okay, so metal in combination with oxygen, metal when combines with oxygen, you will get compounds like metallic oxide. You will get compounds like metallic oxide. Okay, so similarly, when metals are combined with water, you will get compounds such as hydroxide. You know what? These metallic oxide nature, hydroxide nature, they will ask in the exam, what is their nature? What is their nature? They have a basic character, guys. Okay, so they'll ask you, there is a metal copper. Okay, so there is a metal copper. When it combines with oxygen, you will get a compound X. What is the nature of X? They will ask you. Okay, simple. Okay, you have a compound copper. When it combines with oxygen, you will get a compound X. Okay, what is the nature of that compound? You no need to mug up here. What did I tell you? Any compound that contains metal as the major element will always be basic in nature. Metal means basic. Any compound, okay, in which if you have a metal as a major component, as the major element, that will always have a basic character here. Okay, yes. So what is the compound you will get? Copper oxygen combination. Formula you will write based on the valency. Copper valency 2, oxygen valency 2, 2 gets cancelled. So what is the formula? CuO. Okay, what is its nature they are asking? Its nature is basic nature. Okay, so like this. See, whenever metals, when they react with air, water, the other things, whatever it may be, you will get the compounds, no? You will get the products, no? All those products are always basic in nature, yeah. Okay, so all those products are always basic in nature. This is the point you should clearly have in your mind. Similarly, whenever non-metals, compounds that contain a non-metal, okay, so they will always give acidic compounds. Okay, so when they react with air, when they react with water, when they react with any other stuffs, you know what kind of compound they will give you? You will always get a acidic compound. The nature, okay, when you check the pH value of such compound, the pH is always greater than the pH is always lesser than 7 you will get, guys. Okay, got to know. For example, say in the same chapter, actually these equations are not there in your textbook, but then the non-metal reactions are very important. Whenever non-metal reacts with air, you will get non-metallic oxide as the product here. Okay, whenever non-metal reacts with water, no, you will get acids as the product. Okay, see, you won't find these reactions officially in the NCERT textbook, but questions can be framed on this aspect. Very, very important. See, what is the best example of non-metallic oxide? Okay, see, carbon, non-metal, oxygen. So what do you get? Carbon dioxide. This is the example of non-metallic oxide. Sulfur, okay, oxygen, sulfur dioxide. This is the example of non-metal. Any non-metal in combination with oxygen is called non-metallic oxide. Okay, and what will be its nature? Say, I will put blue litmus. See, this is how the CBSE question can be framed. Non-metal, yes. It reacts with air. You will get Y. If I put pH paper, blue litmus paper into this, okay, what is the color change? Okay, what is the color change? You tell me. In this non-metallic oxide, if I put blue litmus paper, what is the color change you will observe? Will the blue litmus changes to red or blue remains blue? Very good, Pramodini. Very good, Rakshita. Blue becomes red, right? Why? Because whatever compounds that you get out of non-metal is acidic. You remember this. Don't mug up this, yeah. You remember this. That is enough. See, many people are telling one CBSE question, one application question it is for SSLC. For CBSE, it is a common question only. Right? So there is no difference between SSLC and CBSE. You both have same syllabus here. Only the way of asking question is different. Okay, this is the question that can be asked for both boards. Some non-metal air, when it reacts with air, you will get a compound, it seems. In that compound, blue litmus is dipped, it seems. What is the color change? For 1 mark. If you write red, it is over. In science, you don't have anything to write as essay type of answers here. Pin to pin, point to point word, if you write over 1-2 mark, you will get. Okay, see, what is the thing that you need to know here is, any metal, after its reactions, you will get products, no? Their nature will always be basic. Any non-metal, when it reacts with so and so in your syllabus, you will get products, no? Those products will have what character? They will have acidic character. That's it. Clear? Clear? See how many? All these are there in the metals, non-metals chapter. So difficult for us, right? So, see, the things have become so easy. Where did I took the point? From the basic. Isn't it? See, from the point, you can dig and go deep and answer application questions. It is over here. Okay. So how did you feel about the concept? Did you feel it easy? Yes. Did you feel it easy? Yes. Did you like this concept? This is how my teaching will be. Okay. See, why I told this concept here is just to introduce my kind of teaching. Okay. So this is how I will teach in a very less time. I will cover so much. Yeah. See, did I cover so much? This is what the major equations in the metals, non-metals chapter, which your teachers will take 1 week to explain this year with all examples and all. But now you can only write examples if you know to write molecular formula, no? Yes or no? If you know molecular formula, see now with this concept, you will only write the equation. These two are there in your NCERT. This is not even there in NCERT, but questions will be asked. See now, based on this, okay, based on this, I will give some equations. You write the product here. If you know basic of writing molecular formula, you only can write. See here, sodium is there. Reaction with oxygen, what do you get? Sodium is there. When it reacts with water, what do you get? See guys, NO2 is there. When it reacts with what do you get? SO3 is there. When it reacts with water, what do you get? Okay, nitrogen is there. When it reacts with oxygen, what do you get? See, now it's a metal. Reaction with oxygen, metallic oxide, metal in combination with oxygen, sodium. Onto the side you write the symbol of oxygen. Don't leave it here. Okay, check the formula based on valency. Valency of sodium is 1, valency of oxygen is 2. So this number goes here, this number comes here. So what is the formula? Na2. Sodium with water. What did I tell you guys? Metal when reacts with water, base is hydroxide. Hydroxide means what? OH containing compound. Okay. See what you get? Na. Okay. And OH. OH valency 1, Na valency 1. So sodium hydroxide is the main compound. Okay. Over. So easy. And here you see non-metallic oxide. Okay, see non-metal. Okay, let me not. Non-metal or non-metallic oxide. Yeah, whatever it is. When you put it in a water, no, you will get acid. Non-metal or non-metallic oxide, whatever. When you put it in a water, what is that you will get? I said acid. Nitrogen containing acid is what? Yeah, tell me. Nitrogen containing famous acid that you studied in acid basis chapter. Nitrogen containing acid, you tell me. Nitric acid, isn't it? Nitric acid. What is the formula of nitric acid? HNO3 guys, for CBSE or for SSLC application question can be asked. Nitric acid. Sulfur, water. Acid you will get as a whole. Non-metal thing when put it in water, acid only. Acidic nature, right? So sulfur containing acid, you tell me. What is the sulfur containing acid? Sulfur containing acid, very famous, very good Sai Sri. It is sulfuric acid. So you will get sulfuric acid. This is the reason why acid rain is caused here. Okay, in atmosphere, if you have a pollutant sulfur trioxide, rain means water, no? If this combines with this fellow, this gets converted into sulfuric acid. That will fall as a rain, which we will call it as acid rain. See, we are done with acid rain concept also. This is how I will connect the concept. Okay, various chapters, everything gets revised again and again, it gets covered. Okay, very good. Somebody mentioned acid rain reaction it is. See, again, nitrogen and oxygen. See, non-metal, oxygen. With water, it is core acid. Non-metal with oxygen, what? Nitrogen and oxygen combination. NO2 gas. This is the famous gas. NO2 gas you will get, guys. Okay, so like this, see, so many reactions. We simply have written the product here. See, if you know how to write formula, if you know their valency, that is enough. This is what is the basic here. See, so many, 1, 2, 3, 4 major types of reaction we have covered. And now you will be in the biggest shock. I will be showing two more famous reactions which many of them will get confused. Are you ready? Are you ready? Right? See, if you are little slow, okay, this video recording is available. You can watch and again later. Okay, no problem. Fine. See, now, see, the things that I tell you now will blow your mind. See, one more deeper aspect I am going now. Okay, see, I'll erase all this just for a few examples. I have shown how you can write the product based on this concept. Okay, fine. Now, look at here. Okay, we know that metals containing compound, any compound, metals when they react with oxygen, metal oxide, metals when they react with water, bases, whatever, all of them have got basic character. No, when they have basic character, with what type of compounds they can react? I mean, I'm talking about compounds here. I'm not talking about metals now. I am done with metals reactions. It's over. Now I am talking about these compounds here. We know now these compounds' nature is basic, right? Now you tell me whether these compounds react with another base or do they have capacity of reacting with acids? Tell me. I'll have two options. These compounds can react with, in case if they have to react further, okay, they can, any compound is reactive in case if they have to react further. With what type of compound they react? Do they react with another basic type of compound, or they react with another acidic type of compound? Tell me guys, what do you feel? Yes, no? They react with acids. These compounds can only react with acids. Okay, so whenever a base react with acid, neutralization takes place. Powers becomes neutral and you will get salt and water as the products. Yeah. What do you get? Salt and water as the product. So guys, basic compounds, whenever compounds that have a metals, no, they can only react with acids. Yeah. So in the acid basis chapter, you have studied a reaction when metallic oxides reacting with acid giving salt and water. You no need to study that reaction separately. See here, it is covered or not. It's a basic common sense. You no need to mug up this as a separate heading here. Right? You no need to mug up this as a separate heading. Covered, right? Common sense. Anything which is basic can only react with acid. Yeah, what chance it has got? Can it react with base or what? Same power, same power? No. Always in a chemical reaction, reaction takes place between opposite natured compounds. Opposite characters they should have. Okay, opposite characters they should have. Same characters, they won't react. Okay, one base cannot react with another base. It can only react with acid. And any basic compound reacts with any acid, you'll always get salt as a compound. Isn't it? So now you tell me guys, these compounds, okay, say non-metal containing compounds, it can be a non-metallic oxide or it can be an acid, with whom they can react? With whom they can react? They can react with only base, isn't it? And give what? Here also they give some respective salt depending on the formula of a non-metallic oxide. Depending on the formula of a base, you will write the salt formula. That's it. See, we covered the aspects. So many. I think most of the acid basis reactions and metals non-metal reaction I have covered already. Okay. So your 30% of the reactions are over only in this class. Right? Right? See guys, right? Understood everyone? So the core essence of chemistry is reaction always happens between two opposite charactered guys here. Okay, right? That is what the common sense, you should keep it in your mind. Right? Right? So, but you said non-metal. That's a non-metal when individually present. Yeah, now I'm talking about compound. Non-metal having compound. Okay, with what type of compounds they can react? Since they are acidic guys, they can react with bases. Okay, say first I came individual metal, non-metal. That's different. This is compound nature I'm talking about. Compounds nature I'm talking about. Okay, right? So this is how my teaching will be, guys. I'll connect everything to each other so that you will not forget. It will not be like mugging up. It will be more like understanding purpose. Okay, so this is how you have to study science, guys. If you can study like this, is there anything to mug up here? No, right? It is all there in understanding. Just you have to use the common sense and apply the things. Okay, if you know the basic of writing molecular formula, if you know the basics of balancing, that is more than enough. Okay, so this is just I wanted to introduce my kind of revision, my kind of explanation of the concept, guys, because many were asking, ma'am, how you will teach, how you will cover one big chapter within 2 days, within 3 days. Don't worry, yaar. Pin to pin of the course will get covered. Pin to pin of NCERT textbook, line to line of NCERT textbook will be covered, including the activities. Okay, so in chemistry, you have lot of activities in the blue color boxes, no? All those activities are very, very important. Based on that only application question can be framed. All those activities we will discuss in a class, yeah. You will only tell me the answer. Once I deliver the concept, no, like this, I'll discuss the activity questions. You will only tell me the answers. So your one level of revision also will get over in the course, yeah. Okay, so this is how my style of approaching a concept. Did you like it? Did you enjoy the concept? I still have so many tricks and tips also in physics. You no need to remember a whole lot of formulas in the electricity. One key point, if you know, from that you can write one more formula. From that one more formula. From that one more formula. See, I'll teach you electricity in such a easy manner you will never forget in your life. Okay, so guys, I am very anti to by heart. You know what? I'm very weak in by hearting, basically. That's why I will find tricks and tips. I'll find logic to remember. I'll find logic to apply. Okay, so that's how I worked on so many tricks actually. So all those tricks, all those tips, I will share in my classes. Okay, guys, this is what I wanted to tell about the course, guys. And now, before see now like I'll be telling you few rules of the class. You have to follow the rules, basic rules of the class, yeah. So those who want to join my class, those who are already joined my course, those who are already purchased my course, please follow these rules. Okay, so these rules are very, very important. If you don't follow these rules, we will block you out from the course. Okay, later don't ask me, ma'am, you blocked me, you removed me. No. Okay, so strictly you have to follow the rules. Okay, so rule number 1 is, to the class you have to bring your NCERT textbook. Okay, so for CBSE people you have one whole textbook, but for SSLC people you have two separate textbooks, like, but the content is same. Okay, no doubt. So whatever textbooks you have to bring, because every class that related activity will be solved, that related questions will be solved. Okay, so NCERT textbook is compulsorily you should have with you. Okay, and you know, your separate notebook you have to maintain, guys. So whatever I write on a board have to be written in your running notebook. That is must and should. And I'll share one tip here. Science is the subject that has to be practiced, not to be read. Okay, say, how do you read science? How many of you practice science? How many of you work in rough notebook when you study science? Tell me frankly, guys. How many of you will scribble onto a side when you study science? Yes, very good, Shweta. Very good. Srinivas Murthy, Shweta, Nayana, everybody. You will use rough books, right? Just like mathematics, science have to be practiced. Okay, and I will share my revision tips also for you. Okay, so the more you revise, the more you remember, guys. That is the key actually. So what is the key of success? What is the key to score maximum mark is? After you understood the concept, the more revisions you do, the more you remember, guys. And I will share the smarter methods of revision techniques also. Okay, so there are certain revision techniques which you can apply in a very less time. You can finish off complete revision of the concepts here. So such techniques also I will be sharing. See, my class is not only concept teaching. I'll be sharing lot of techniques to revise and lot of motivation, inspiration to study I will give you, and lot of tools, NLP tools will be given to study better, to concentrate more. It is like a holistic course. Okay, not only your NCERT concept. So I'll help you all how to study also. That also I will teach how to read textbook. Okay, how to read and remember the points which are there in a textbook easily. Okay, so all those aspects I'll be telling you. And one tip in every week is a bonus in a course. Okay, these tips are actually based on learning techniques, learning tools, how to remember easily, how to revise easily. This aspect is also very, very important. Okay, fine. And next one is, see, chart. So be careful with the chart. And when I tell something on a board, you're not supposed to chart and you're not supposed to look into the chart. And few people will copy paste the same question and again and again, 10 times. So if you do that, we will block you out of the course. Okay. So at the end of the class, I will give you 10 minutes of time to ask the doubts. So in that given time, you have to ask the doubts. Until and unless I ask you a question, you are not supposed to use any chart. Okay, so only when I ask any question or any reply, you can use the chart. Otherwise, no chart, no looking into the chart. That is strictly, okay, prohibited. If we see you unnecessary charting, okay, and indisciplinary charting, we will block you from the course. If you disturb others also by charting and etc., we will block you out of the course. Okay, so that is rule number 2. Okay, and coming to rule number 3. So rule number 3 is very simple, guys. Come with a positive mind. Come with the positive mind. Don't keep any self-doubt. Don't keep whether I'm going to learn today or not, whether this is easy, madam will make this easy or difficult. These doubts you should not keep in your mind. So always come to a class with a positive mind and, eat and come. Eat and attend the class, guys. Okay, so class is starting at 7 o'clock. No, have some food 15 minutes earlier and come to a class. Don't come to a class with an empty stomach, because class sometimes might get extended up to 9 p.m. Actually, it is 7 to 8:30. No, so depending on my explanation, depending on the content, the classes might sometime extend up to 9 o'clock. So I don't want you to be staying in a class with hungry stomach. Okay, so please eat. And when do you eat? 15 minutes early to class. You should eat something and come to a class. So this is very, very mandatory. Okay, so these are the 4 major points. And most importantly, after the concept, I will deal with the questions, and those questions will be shared in the content. Okay, so you have a content option in the course, guys. So in the content option, I will share PDFs. So here and there, see, tomorrow I will share the chemical reaction equations notes PDF. Okay, and after 2 days, I will share chemical reactions and equations important questions, previous year questions. All those questions will be dealt in the next day. So before you come to the next day, if any questions related PDFs are shared, you should download and have a copy with you and sit in a class, because those questions are dealt in the next day class. Usually the questions are PYQs. Okay, PYQs or application questions. Once the chapter is completed, I will deal with those questions. Only then I will go to the next chapter. Okay, so all PYQs also will be covered in a course only. Okay, so those PYQs I'll be giving in the form of PDFs. So you have to download and bring it to the class, because if you don't have a question, I'll only read the question, I'll not write it. Okay, or question will not be visible on a board. So you should understand now what question I'm reading, what actually. So definitely you have to download PDFs and bring to the next class if I share any PDFs on any particular day. Okay, is this point clear, everyone? This is very important, because the last year and all, people is to come without having any questions, and they would wonder what question I'm talking about, what I am dealing. No, I don't want such confusions. Okay, so whenever I share any PDF, especially any questions, they are very important. Those PDFs you should download and have a copy with you. That's very important, because those questions I'll be solving, right? Okay, so very good. So these are the different aspects, and after every chapter is completed, I will keep self-assessment test. Okay, everybody compulsorily must attend self-assessment test. See, if you don't have the self-assessment test, is not to prove me or to prove your parents or somebody. It is to test yourself, guys. You should write this test promptly. I'm nowhere available to monitor you. See, if you don't have what do I say, like if you don't trust yourself, you just sit in front of your parent and write the test. Okay, so for all the parents out there, if you are listening to me, if you are seeing me, just take care of the test. If you don't trust your children, you sit in front of them and make them write the test. That is very important. And the questions which are given as a self-assessment test, also PYQs, like n number of questions. All these questions are very, very important, guys. So these questions set you should have before finals. If you can revise these questions, it is more than enough. It might come from those questions only, yeah, because that many varieties of questions I'll be giving you. Okay, questions in the form of PDFs. I will solve those questions in the next class. Questions in the form of self-assessment test. Those questions are also very, very important. Okay, so hundreds of questions you will be solving here. On every chapter, hundreds of questions you will be solving. Okay, so guys, you will become perfect at the end, right? So that is my motto actually. So tests also you have to be very, very well aware of. And if you have any doubt regarding any class or any question, you can chat through your personal chat, which is available in the app only. Okay, so one is a group chat. In that you cannot chat, so you can individually chat with me. So in that individual chat, you can ask any question. If it is a valid question, okay, if it is a valid question, I will answer. If it is a stupid question or any other nonsense question, we don't even reply. Okay. And what is a buffer day? People are asking what is a buffer day. See, if I cannot complete any chapter within 2 days or 3 days of my plan, I kept that as an extra day. Okay, so it can be extended. So here and there you will see a buffer day, that is like extra day. It can be extended. Chapter might get extended. It depends on the time, okay, that I take to complete a particular chapter, right? So is there any doubt other than this? So those who have already purchased the codes, did you watch the content? Did you watch the basic videos which are there in the content option? Yeah. Yes. Tell me, did you watch? Okay. It will not be all 7 days. Strictly follow the timetable here. You have buffer days. I have given some days for revising yourself. On those days, I will be available for doubts through chats. Okay. And some test days are there. Every day I will not be available. Only when I have to deliver the concepts, chapters, I will be available full time. Okay. So otherwise it is through apps. Test time, I can't monitor you, right? After writing a test, you can send a photocopy to our WhatsApp number, and you can just send the same answer sheet through the chat also. You can take a photo and send it through chat. I can check it if you have any doubt. It's like that. Okay, completely interactive. When concept explanation is there, direct interaction. When concept explanation is not there, if it is a test time, if it is a revision time, indirect contact. I mean, I'll be available through the chats if you have any doubts and all. So we will be, interacting through voice messages and through, like chat messages. Clear, everyone? Okay, so each chapter I'll be taking around 2 to 3 days to complete. If it is a bigger chapter like life process, electricity, 4 days I will take to complete. So when I deliver a concept, when I solve questions like this, direct interactive classes will be available. But during the test time, revision time, no direct interaction here. Okay, so you just have to follow my conditions and study. What if we have exams? How can we attend? Say if you miss to attend any test because of your school schedule, you take a liberty of attending any time. So I don't compulsorily say no, this time you sit and attend. You have to manage your timing with school and these classes here. Say that much management you should do. But if it is not possible, exactly at 7 to sit and write, tomorrow morning you can write and send the answers. Or just before the class, you can just sit, write and send the answers, right? Next day. It can be anything. Course is not available on YouTube. Course is available only through homeschool application here. Okay? Yes. Is that clear? Is there any doubt? Is this course enough for science board? Enough, yeah, not only for your board exam, enough for your life if you are taking up science in the future. Okay, so this is like the most fundamental course. So even I have seen my students who have taken this course, now they are feeling chemistry, physics, everything so easy in their 11th and 12th standard because their fundamentals had become that much stronger. See, I'm not simply dealing question to answer, board point of view alone, right? So it's a conceptual learning we are doing to get our mark higher and also to improve our knowledge. So this is a wholesome knowledge that you are getting here. So 100% if you make sure you will get 100 in class 10 and also the wholesome knowledge, science basic knowledge for your life. Okay. Yes, assessments you can send it through the chart. Photocopy you can send through a chart. That facility is there, yeah. Okay. See, CBSE, SSLC concept delivery is same. See, the question paper, the way of asking questions is also same here. Only CBSE people have different questions like case-based questions and assertion and reason questions. About these questions, wonderful tricks I will share at the end of the course. So I will give you a list of assertion, reason questions on all chapters. I will give you a list of case-based questions on different chapters. Okay, and those questions I will deal at the end. Once you know the concepts, only then you can approach those questions easily. And I'll have super tricks to answer assertion and reason. Okay. So guys, only in this aspect there is a difference between CBSE and SSLC. Otherwise, both courses, same syllabus, same type of question, same textbook, same content, line by line. Okay, it's not a different course. The way of asking questions is different. That's it. That too, in what type of questions it is different. Only these questions here. Case-based questions, assertion, reason questions are only for CBSE. For them, at the end, 2 days extra I will take and I will share the tips and tricks regarding these. Otherwise, concept teaching and everything remains same for both boards. Only question papers I will be sending different. Okay, that too, only few aspects, not every aspect. Otherwise, everything is same only. Okay. See, question paper, questions no. Next day I will discuss the answers. You only have to check yourself. Okay, whether how many questions you have done correct, where you went wrong, and etc. You only have to check. Those questions are dealt in the next day class. Okay, answers are dealt. Okay, so that's all, guys. So hope all your doubts got cleared. Yes, yes or no? Okay. You can join through laptop also. You message us later. We will send organization code and all to join through laptop. Okay, you can message for that later. See, people are telling fees is high. Guys, it is 1500 for 72 days of mentorship. Yeah. I'm telling you, one dress for a festival, if you want to purchase one dress, nowadays a good dress, it will not even come for 2000 rupees, right? It is the cost of your festival days dress. Yeah. That's it. And you know what? It is the most affordable. People are asking me, ma'am, give it for free. Knowledge should not be taken free. Knowledge should not be given for free. This is there in Vedas. Okay, got to know. And you know what? Because I am using this app, and through this we have to do lot of things. App charges are what we have charged you. Okay, and you know what? When you pay money, you will have seriousness. And when I take money, I will also be serious. I will also be having that seriousness, and I will be accountable and responsible for that, isn't it? So imagine when somebody says something for free, they won't cover 100% because anyway it is free. No, what is there? This much only more for these guys. This feeling will come here automatically. So that's why when you pay some fees, no, I will be serious in my work. You will also be serious in your work. You will study as though like, okay, I should get 100% benefit out of every penny, right? So that is how the seriousness you will get when you pay money. So when I take money, I will be accountable, isn't it? And I will be responsible for every penny that you pay. And I'll think to give not just 100%, I will think to give 200% justice, because I should be satisfied at the end, no? Right? So, guys, giving and taking process is mandatory. It is written. Knowledge should never be given free. Knowledge should never be taken for free. So this is, if you believe it or not, this is true. Okay, so guys, minimum charge, this is the most affordable price as you compare to outside scenario. If you are going for the tuitions, you will pay monthly tuition. Monthly tuition pay is, I think, minimum 1000 rupees, and 12 months you will go 12,000. And here for 1500, the entire syllabus is covered from A to Z, and so much easier tricks and tips you are getting here. It is a cost of one dress for you all here. That's it. Agree or not? Isn't it a cost of one dress for you all? Can you sacrifice one dress? You will get this course. Dress is important or course is important? Course doesn't have value which is equal to one dress. You tell me, guys. Okay, is this course not having a value which is equal to one dress that you can sacrifice? Yes? Sacrifice one dress for the next coming festival. You will get this course with 100% satisfaction, I'll tell you. Okay, the maths course is not available as of now. It's only the science course we have so far. Okay. See, right? So guys, that is what, see, when you pay money, you can be serious. When I take money, I will be accountable. That is the matter. Okay, so when I tell something for free, on some day, at some point, the feeling might come to my mind that why this much free I'm telling, why I should tell this much deep, what is there? These things will come here. Obviously, we are humans, no? Right? So I don't want those feelings in my mind. I want to deliver my 200%. For that, I should feel accountable. I should be responsible. That's why this fees. Okay, and you should also be serious and accountable for the money that you are paying. That's why this fees. Okay. Yes, all types of questions we will solve. Okay, guys. That's all. So with this, I will close this session today. This is just an introductory. Many were asking how I will deal with the concept. So I have shown by taking one small topic here. That's it. From tomorrow onwards, I will start with chemical reactions and equations. And today, I will share the PDF notes on chemical reactions and equations. And tomorrow, be ready with your textbook, be ready with your notebook, and come with a positive state of mind. And don't chart unnecessarily. Okay, don't disturb others, and please have a concentration and 100% focus. And first, 100% you trust me here. Until and unless you trust a guru, nothing is going to work out. Okay, if you come to a class by keeping a self-doubt or doubting on me, you will not learn. Okay, right? So trust me 100% and come with a positive attitude, positive mindset. We will just enjoy. You'll never imagine that science is such a easy subject. Okay, I'll make it more easy for you all. So thank you. Good night. So did you enjoy the session? Yes. Did you like it? How many of you have liked? If you have liked, say hooray in the comment section. Let's say hooray and then we'll wind up. Okay. Very good. Hooray. I want hoorays from you all. Yes, very good. I'm seeing so many hoorays. Okay, guys. Okay. So sweet of you. So, guys, sleep with a positive mindset. Okay. So always be positive. Always be positive. Okay. Negative thoughts should not come to your mind. Okay. Always be in a positive thought. Okay. So that's most important. See you all tomorrow with chemical reactions and equations chapter. Bye bye. Good night. Have a great day. Okay. So thank you so much. Bye bye.